Welcome to uWrench. Today we're looking at a diagnostic scanner. This has been supplied to us by Launch, and this is the C-Reader Elite 2.0. Now the particular one that we have here, this is specifically designed for GM, Ford and Chrysler. And this model does cover some additional makes as well, including Chevrolet, Dodge, Jeep and Mazda. And we'll put on screen for you a full list of the makes that this particular unit covers. And it's worth noting that Launch produced several versions of this to cover different makes and models. So if you're looking for a solution for maybe BMW or Mercedes or something like that, then Launch do produce other versions that will be compatible with those brands. Now, one of the big selling points when it comes to this scanner is definitely going to be the price. This scanner comes in at only $169. And this is easily available. It can be purchased on Amazon, and we will be adding Amazon links into the video description below. So if this video is helpful for you, please be sure to help us in return and be sure to use our Amazon links. So if you're buying this unit, what precisely do you get? And so this scanner comes delivered in a cardboard box, within which you will find a black soft case, inside which we certainly have no frills. All that we have is the OBD2 cable, along with the scanner itself and a very basic instruction manual. And when it comes to the actual scanner itself, overall the quality is very good, but we do have to remember this is a budget scanner, and so there definitely are a couple of compromises. And one of those compromises is definitely the screen. This is quite a small screen on this unit. This is just 3.97 inches with a resolution of just 800 by 480 pixels. But it is a full colour screen, and although the resolution is quite small, because the screen size is very small also, it actually looks fairly clear. And with regards to operating system, this unit is running Android 8.1, and this unit has a 4-core CPU. And with regards to memory, this is 2 gig plus 16 gigabytes. And for the battery, not the biggest battery in the world, but still probably big enough at 3000 milliamps per hour. Now there's two other major plus points when it comes to this particular scanner. First of all, this comes with a full 5-year warranty backed by Launch. And perhaps even more importantly, this unit comes with free updates for life. So when you consider the low retail price for this unit, that's definitely a big boost when it comes to value. So now we know exactly what this scanner is, let's get it switched on and get it set up. So when you first switch the unit on, you are presented with the Launch logo during loading. And then we're straight into the setup process. So now click Start either using the side controls or the touch screen and select your desired language. And then next you'll need to select your desired time zone. Then you'll need to set up your network connection by entering your Wi-Fi password. And it should be noted that this scanner only works with 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi connections and does not appear to recognise 5 GHz connections. You'll then be asked to enter your workshop information. And you should enter at least your email address, because it will be used for emailing yourself reports directly from the scanner. Then the obligatory user agreement, just scroll down and click OK. And now you're presented with the main page. But before using, you should first check for updates. And here we can see it's telling us there are 12 updates available. So we'll go ahead and click on the upgrade button. And this shows us a list of available updates, and you simply select which ones you want, or better still, select them all and click the update button at the bottom. Now be warned, it may take some time to do the first batch of updates, so you'll definitely need a little patience for the initial setup. After which we're good to go. Let's get this connected up to the car. So first of all, we need to connect one end of the cable to the scanner, and then connect the other end to our OBD2 port, which is usually located under the dash on the left hand side of the vehicle. You then need to put in your key and turn it 2 clicks to the right to position number 2. But be sure not to start your engine. And also be sure to switch off anything that will drain the battery, such as your heater panel and radio. So our scanner is now ready to use, so let's have a quick look at some of the basic functions. Let's start with the most basic feature. This unit has a generic OBD2 scanner built in, so let's have a look. So the scanner will automatically scan for the VIN number and ask you to confirm the VIN and make of car. Then simply confirm your full vehicle details and the scanner will scan through all of the modules it can access and provide a diagnostic report. And as we can see, we do have a number of faults on this vehicle, which we expected because our battery has been disconnected for several days. And if you click on one of the faults, it expands to provide more information, including the fault code. And once you've read through everything, you can easily send yourself a copy of the report simply by clicking on the share button. And then you can check the email address, edit the title if needed, and even add notes. And then just simply hit the send and the unit will email you a copy of the report. And once you've shared it, if you click back, there is an option there to clear the codes. However, we'll leave our codes there for now, as we need to see them outside of the generic OBD2 scanner. So let's have a look at the more advanced Diagnose section. And here we can see all of the brands that this particular version of the C-Reader Elite is compatible with. And do remember that Launch makes several versions of this scanner to cover different brands, but for our model this is what's covered. What if we want to go a little bit more in depth and look at or control specific modules or functions? Well, for this we click Diagnose, and rather than using the Auto Detect, we'll click the manufacturer for this car and click OK. And we then confirm we're using a 16-pin connector and we're into the main menu specific for this brand of car. So let's have a quick look at the Special Functions section. And here we can see a list of common functions you may need to adjust or reset. And we've got things in there such as tyre pressure reset, ABS bleeding, key programming, airbag reset, and quite a few more. So let's go back and look at some more involved options. So I'll click on Automatically Search, which you can always do manually if you prefer. So now we're into the more advanced options. And if we click on System Selection, we'll be able to select from specific modules. And here is our list, which is pretty comprehensive. So let's have a look at a quick example, and let's click on the module for the rear left door. And we're going to be looking at the bidirectional control by clicking the actuation test. And here we have options for the latch motor. And if we click it, we can hear the latch operating. And another nice feature we have here is immediate access to data streaming, so let's click that. And here we can see all of the readable options associated to this module. And these live data streams can be really useful for tracking down intermittent faults. So let's go ahead and choose a couple of these, latch motor cinch voltage, latch motor current, and latch motor release voltage. And we can use the actuation test built into the unit or manually lock and unlock the doors. And we'll see the status will change on our live data. So you can see when activated the voltage is 12 volts and amps 1.8. And once the operation is complete, these both drop back down. For another example, let's have a look at the body control module, as this usually contains a lot of functions. And again, we'll be looking at the bidirectional controls via actuation tests. So let's choose a basic one and go for horn. And here you can test the functionality of the horn using the bidirectional controls. So next let's look at ABS and use some of the live data streams. And we're really only scratching the surface of what this scanner is capable of doing, but it does give you an idea of functionality. So let's choose brake pedal status, which for some reason appears twice, so I'll select both. And as you press and release the brake pedal, you can see the value changing. So we can see our brake pedal is operating exactly as it should. And you can also record the live data to view it back later, which is absolutely essential if the car needs to be driven whilst reading live data feeds. And another example, you can do the same test on the accelerator pedal, and it will show you what percentage the pedal is pressed down. So let's look at one final example, coming back to our system selection menu. Let's have a quick look at the front door module, and here's a list of available actuation tests. So let's test our windows, and we can click down 2.5 seconds and then up again. So this bidirectional control allows us to test the window motor directly. So if, for example, your window is not operating when you press the switch on your door, this allows you to control the motor directly by bypassing the switch. And this would tell you immediately if the switch was the cause, or alternatively if it's the motor or possibly wiring. And as mentioned, we really are only scratching the surface of what this unit can do. And you can see for yourself just how extensive the menus are in this scanner. And if you need to check for any specific functionality, then please be sure to take a look at the Launch website. And so, should you be buying the Launch C-Reader Elite 2.0? Well, the simple answer is a resounding yes. Now, although this scanner can't do everything, it can do a surprising amount. So for an average DIY mechanic, this is probably easily going to cover 90% of stuff that you could ever need. And at this kind of price point, it's unlikely you're going to get anything that can match this for functionality. So with the C-Reader Elite 2.0, Launch have definitely knocked this one out of the park. And please do remember, if you are interested in picking up one of these scanners, we will be adding Amazon links into the video description below. And so if this video has been helpful or entertaining for you, please be sure to help support us. In return, be sure to click on our Amazon links. So thank you very much for watching. It's very much appreciated. Don't be shy. Please click on the like and subscribe options, and we'll catch you on the next video.